Hello, everyone, and welcome into more Seven Wonders Duel here on the Sorcerer Network. Let's kick things off. My opponent gets to go first. I am going to choose the Appian Way, and then really it's kind of a toss-up between these two. However, I feel like it's easier to avoid the gray resources, and so I usually will grab the one that blows up the natural resource. Great pick there. Assuming I'm going to get... Oh, okay, that's a surprise. Usually the pyramids is the one that's left, but ooh, wow. This is a very interesting opening hand here. However, I am going to be happy. It seems the first picks are clear. Now the curious thing is, does my opponent go for the yellow card or the resource card? Or, I mean, this popping up is also not a bad card to go for. Yeah. I think this card is more valuable right now. I think the 4 coins just aren't quite as worth it. Yeah. All right. I am going to grab this science card, though. Law is in play, so if my opponent just totally ignores science, yeah, they're not. But, you know, I'll happily grab other stuff. Okay, that one's fine because I already have that one. Okay, so he just discards that. I think I discard this as well. What I don't want is one of these to be a resource, which it is. All right, so we are a little bit resource poor, and so that tells me that we want to try to go for an alternative victory here. Good news is whatever card my opponent chooses here, I'm happy to get the other one. Oh, well, unless my opponent does that. The good news about that is that's pretty early to go for something like that. So that's his only extra turn. Oh, he just discards that, and I'm happy to grab this. Okay, so we've got a nice little start on a military victory. We got a nice little start on some blue cards. You know, we're looking okay. We're getting really unlucky with the well, I need to discard this one because that's the only one that makes sense. All right. Well, the good news is either of these cards are good. Okay, that's great. This card is fantastic for us. I know it's all of my coins, and it does give my opponent the 6 coins, but I don't really care. And then I think we just take this. I'm a little bit scared that I'm not going to be able to complete some wonders here because I am so coin poor. Okay, so yeah, he goes that route, which I'm okay with. And I think we just keep building up points here. At some point, we're going to have to discard some things, but as of this moment, I don't think we're there. Okay, so now we discard this, forces my opponent to do something with this, and now I can grab the double stone, which I desperately need. Okay, curious on the progress token. Economy would be the worst thing, and because it's not out here, there's a great chance that it's still in the box. Oh, just does that. Okay. That's also not a bad one either. Gives him, ideally, 2 extra turns. However, yeah, I think, I'm just going to kind of continue on this war victory here. Curious if he wants to play this or whether he wants to play something here. I don't know. Probably want to complete a couple wonders here at some point. Yeah. So he wants to blow some stuff up. It really doesn't bother me, to be honest with you, because I have this wonder. Really just him getting the extra turn is kind of bothersome, but assuming he's going to do something with that science card. Alrighty, so now I want the coins. I am okay if my opponent decides to... Okay, yeah. Happy to grab this. Happy to grab that. All right, so my opponent's economy is very well set up and very much has the lead. So now the question is, can I make a comeback here? I'm in decent shape, but it's definitely not going to be simple. Okay, so I want to construct this wonder. And then I would like to construct this. I don't want my opponent to have that. I still do have the extra turn. That's fine. You do your thing, man. The coins are kind of annoying, but what I can do here is now go this. This is going to get me coins. Him losing coins, whatever, who cares? And then I want to construct this one because I want to get rid of this double clay here. Maybe I should have gotten rid of the stone because that would have left him without any stone, but so be it. I don't think I'm going to win military. In fact, my opponent is now deciding he wants to go military. I'm happy to construct this as well. I think this is just a little too much of a comeback that we got to make. But so be it. I'm not quite sure what I would have... The advantage that my opponent has on the yellow cards was just a lot. Probably needed to lean a little bit heavier into either science or military. Again, I've talked about when you're resource poor like we were, leaning more into one of the alternative victories is probably what you want to do. But, so be it. The good news is we are picking up a lot of points in the blue card realm. And we will have some stuff in guilds, and my opponent is not quite as rich as they used to be here. So we've it's going to definitely be a comeback. So now the question is, I think I would rather do this and give him the free 5 points. Maybe that was incorrect. But, and that gives me all 3 guilds, which is not nothing. And then he can't play that. Now he can discard it for a butt ton of coins. Yeah, his economy was just so much better set up than ours. And I just didn't quite have the firepower there to really make a comeback. So, I mean, really, if you look at it, it was the wonders. And that's where, I think the pyramids, absolutely. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love when people are so polite. It was really the wonders where he beat us, and maybe I should have taken. Now that I'm looking at it, that the military card was only worth a point plus getting us out of the 2, so I probably should have not given my opponent that. But ultimately, it didn't really make a difference. But I need to remember to do math next time. So. Yeah, there was just a couple unfortunate draws there, but that happens in a game of Seven Wonders Duel. But I don't think that I played it well. You can get dealt a bad hand. Well, that's a bummer. That we're going to lose out on Temple of Artemis. However, Hanging Gardens and Appian Way are a nice consolation prize. Happy to grab, have 3 out of my 4 wonders be extra turns. That's really nice. That's very, very, very nice. This is also a really nice opening set of stuff. I'm curious what my opponent decides to do here. Law and economy are in play. All right, so because my opponent took that, I want to take the glass. I was thinking my opponent was going to grab this stone. And now I think they should. Oh, no, just... Really? I mean, okay. Uh, okay. Huh. Happy to grab. I'm curious the thought process behind that play. I mean, getting 9 points is very nice. Okay, just discards that one. I think I would rather... He can't pay for this wood reserve. So if he discards it, so be it. But he can't get it. Whereas the best case scenario is exactly what happened there, where we grab it, and now we've got 2 of the reserves. Things are starting to become a lot cheaper for us. Assuming he grabs this one. Yeah. I'm just going to discard this one. I really don't want my opponent to get it. I probably should be a little bit more... Yeah, okay, he just discards that. That's nice. All right, I am going to play this science card then, because both economy and law, really nice. He just discards that? Oh, heck yeah, I'll take another resource. And we just discard this one. I don't really want to pay the 2 coins for that. If it was free, I would have taken the science card, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to pay for it. All right, so he just goes. So okay, so we're just gonna have to watch the military victory. But I'm not like concerned about it. Okay, so we see what gets us the science card up there, which is okay. I'm definitely gonna go first to grab this. That's annoying because my opponent can play that and assumingly will. Oh, no, does not. Ooh, interesting. I think that I would like to... Gosh, what do I want to do here? I think I just want to do this because I don't want to give up a 2 shield. Giving up the 1 shield is fine. Yeah, totally cool. But now I do not want to give... now we gotta, make sure that this doesn't get out of hand here. Just discards that. That's fine. Yep. Now we pay a coin. Let's get out of a danger zone here. My opponent is very hampered on resources and went, like I said in the previous game, is rightfully so, trying to say, all right, well, I'm resource poor, so I'm going for a military victory, which is not necessarily a poor strategy. Just it's very risky because you do kind of have to have an opponent that just doesn't do anything with military. Whereas, as you can see, in 2 military cards, we're out of a danger zone here. He could be trying to get a progress if he got the strategy progress token, but as of right now, he didn't get the resources that are going to make that work. The other thing we do have is Circus Maximus, which we could totally blow up one of these. However, I want to be careful with that. I really want the Brickyard. That's what I would really, really like. That would be the bee's knees. My opponent has gone offline. I don't know if my opponent was like, oh, well, not going to win this one, so now I'm quitting. Which, don't do that. Just play out the game. Honestly, you never know. Like, there's a science victory still in here. Like, because you can grab 3 science cards, and then there's 2 in the final age with law. It's perfectly doable. And, this is where you can kind of sneak it in because Okay, great. You can kind of sneak it in because I may not be looking for it. All right, happy to grab this because this will completely reduce the cost of this wonder. Wonderful. Excellent. Okay, he just discards that, which is fine. I am okay to give him the resource. I have no idea what I want to do here. I probably just grab the thing that gets me the most points. I have the advantage here. I want to push that advantage. So getting things that give me points, pretty nice. All right, so you know how I talked about that like backdoor science victory that could happen? I'm pretty much telling my opponent, hey, I want you to take some of these resources, but I'm happy to kind of load up on these sciences because I'm going to get this, and I'm definitely going to grab law. It's tempting to grab economy, and maybe I do grab economy and then look for law in the last age. All right, so he does that. Bummer that probably means that he discards the science card. However, there's so many other things that are super good for us that I don't think I really care. No, he just goes this. Interesting. Okay. I'm happy to discard this for maybe getting a chance at the progress token. Yeah, he does. I'm very happy to pay 6 coins for this. Yeah, I think we look for law in the last round. My opponent has no resources, and also I'm going to be able to get a ton of good stuff out of this. So, like, I am going to do the Sphinx here. That gives me an extra turn. I am 100% going to grab this because I think my opponent is going to be paying me a lot of money. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Okay. Once again, I think we just pay the coin here. I don't think there's a reason to go for the extra card here. Very happy with whatever my opponent decides to do. Okay, he just discards that. Well, I am happy to grab this. That gives us 4. That's a bummer that came up because my opponent is now not going to discard it. So I'll take it, and then I'll try for the science victory. Yeah, I don't think my opponent understands what's going on. Or he's trying to end it, because that's an easy science victory there. So, but it does give me my point that, like, I was not going science early on. I grabbed the 1 science card because economy was there. That's a nice thing to grab. But you can really, get a science victory. Now, it helps that either my opponent did not understand what was going on or did not care. But you can kind of see how you can go that route. And you also kind of see, though, had I not played one of these 2 cards, let's say with the military cards, I'm just like off by 1 and he gets the 2 instead of me. Now all of a sudden he's here with all these cards to go. I've lost these 5 coins. Like, it's even being resource poor, you can kind of push the advantage on that. I would also be curious what progress token he gave up, because if strategy was there, that would have been really, really great. So, hey, thanks for watching. This will be, we're off of our 7 Wonders Duel Week. Challengers will be coming on the channel tomorrow. So we'll have a week of challengers. I know some of you have been saying you're addicted to that, and I am as well. So we'll be showcasing more of that. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.